Hey, what's up everybody? It's David, the Pro Solo Flipper here. You can check me out on Instagram as well at the same account, Pro Solo Flipper. Today I'm going to put together a video showing you how I list on the eBay app. For those of you who haven't tried the app, or maybe who've tried it but didn't like it, or don't have much experience with it. Anyway, I'm going to go through and screen share that on my phone as I'm actually doing a listing, including, and I'll do everything from start to finish. I'm going to show you also how I take pictures. So I'll go through and show you how I have these pair of shoes, these men's running shoes that I'm going to list. I'll go through and show you how I photograph them, and then I will share screen on my app. The whole process of me listing, including going onto eBay's website to do the research, and then list on the app, upload my videos and finish the listing and everything, upload my pictures and then finish the listing and everything. So I'll walk you through that, and we're going to go ahead and start with taking the pictures. All right, thanks. All right, so here you have my photo station. I'll say the first step on cleaning shoes or doing shoes is that I will clean them. So depending on, some of them may not need any cleaning at all, but typically they'll need at least a little something. So I usually will clean out any rocks or anything on the bottom of the soles. If there's chunks of dirt or something, I'll kind of clean that off, so that it's relatively clean. I don't scrub the bottoms or use any kind of cleaner on the bottoms. Typically, if there's a marker where they've written like something with that silver marker, I'll sometimes clean that off, but I don't even always do that. I just want them to look fairly clean, like they're not going to just receive some dirty shoes. And then the outside, I usually spend more time cleaning those. If they need it. These didn't actually need it, so I didn't do it. But what I usually use is I just use rubbing alcohol, and that's just because I use rubbing alcohol for cleaning all sorts of other things, and they seem to do the job on the shoes, so that's what I use. Other than that, I took the sticker off, and that's all I'm going to do for these. These are ready to go. I paid $6 or about $6 after a 20% coupon today at the thrift store for these. These are some Brooks Cascadia men's running shoes. In a bigger size 12 and a half. I did kind of quickly look them up comps at the store just to be sure they're worth it, and it looks like they'll sell between 30 and 40. I'll probably list them around 35, but we'll got to go over that more when I get to the app and doing my research and screen share that. I'll show you kind of how I decide how I'm going to price it at. So anyways, I just take pictures with my phone. Most phones these days have plenty good camera, so that's what I use. I have this white box that it was my wife. She got something in it, and she was going to get rid of it. I found out, like, well, that'll probably work pretty good for taking pictures. So it's just a plain white box, and I just use it to stage my shoes for the first picture. So I put one of them up there like that at an angle, and the other one at a slightly different angle, and then that's going to be my picture for the main photograph that you'll see when people are doing their searches. So just take that picture. I will say, as I'm doing these pictures, my phone has the option of brightening or dimming, I guess, the photo or whatever when you're taking the picture. And sometimes I will brighten that a little bit so that I can see, kind of the true colors of the shoes and show the condition very well, so people have a good idea what they're getting. And then also, you don't want to do it too bright so that it's washing everything out, but that's kind of what I do as I'm taking these pictures. So that's the first picture, and I do these pictures in the same order every time, and then it makes it really easy to upload in the order that I like to have them in the app. So I start with that picture, and then I would set both of these on their sides so that the outside is showing first. Take that picture, flip them both over, and take the inside picture, and then I'll flip them over right side up so that I can just get a whole top picture for the whole shoe. Take that, and then I will do a close-up of the toes, because the toes of shoes often have more wear than other spots, so I like to show a good close-up so that people can see the condition. So I'll take a close-up of that, flip them around, and then I'll take the heel shot, and then I'll flip them over so they can see the soles. These are in really good condition. There's not much wear here at all, so definitely like to show the soles, because that's a good indication of how much the shoes have been used. Take that picture, and then last and definitely not least, I will take a picture of the label inside, or the tag showing the size and the model number or the model name, if that would be on the tag too. And then that's it. I have my pictures taken. So normally what I will do with shoes or with anything else I'm kind of doing is I will take, like for shoes, I'll take maybe 5 to 10 pairs, do the cleanup on them, and then I'll take those 5 to 10 pairs and do all the pictures on them, and then I will sit down and list them all. So you do it in batches, and that saves you some time of going back and forth between doing different things. So that's it. That's pictures. Doesn't take very long. I spend about a minute cleaning these up. Typically, it only takes me about a minute to take pictures, and then from here I'll go. I'll do the research to see how much they sell for and what I want to title them as, and upload the pictures into the app and finish up the listing. So we'll go do that now. Okay, so here we go. We're screenshotting from my phone. What I would typically do is I'll have like 3 tabs open. One will be the eBay app, one will be the internet with eBay's website where I'll do my research, and then one will be the gallery with my photos. So I will start with going into the app. I'll kind of try to go through this as quickly as I can so you can kind of see in real time how long it takes me to list. I don't know how long it's going to take. Maybe this is going to take 5 minutes. Or maybe with me talking about it, it's going to take a little bit longer. I'm not sure. But anyway, so here's what I do. I'm just on the home screen on the eBay app. I will click up here on these 3 lines. Click on my screen name. Click on profile. Click on items for sale where it says see all. And then I will do a search for something similar. So these are Brooks running shoes. So I'll just put in Brooks and see what comes up as far as what else I have listed or what I've sold before. Here's a pair. They're women's, but that'll be pretty easy to change. So we'll just go ahead and do that. Click on that one, and then I will click on Sell Similar. It'll bring up the option of keeping or removing your photos. I will remove all the photos. I will click the plus sign, click Select from Gallery, and then down here on the bottom is going to be the pictures I just took, and in the order that I took them. So I will scroll over here to the right. That'll be the first picture I took, and just start clicking on them. As you click on them, that'll be the order that they get uploaded. So that'll be the order they're in your listing. So there's 8 pictures there. So I'll hit upload. And then while they're uploading, I will go start doing my research. I will going to take this number that's on here. So the 1101 331. And I will just plug that in here. 1101 331 D 492. Alright, and then I'll add Brooks, although it's probably not necessary, but I'll add it just in case, and do my search, and that's going to bring them up. So I usually go ahead and sort these by lowest to highest, and you'll see what's available here. So it looks like 2 in that color. Not sure why this last one came up. It's a different color. Anyway, 2 in that color. They happen to both be size 12, which is really close to mine, so I will consider these for comps, I guess. 1 is an auction. I will typically ignore auctions just because most people these days don't want to wait for an auction to finish to buy something. So at least not for common items like a pair of used running shoes. So even if you do compare the starting bid, it looks like these would be with shipping $43 or so. And then the one that's a buy it now is $43 plus shipping of $8, or around $52 or so. So that's what's actively available. I will go to filter and then completed so I can see what has and has not sold. And so it looks like this same pair has been listed twice and neither time has sold. And then there's a pair that sold for, well, we don't know how much it sold for because it took the green line with the line through it means they took a best offer accepted, which it says right below. But we know that these are sorted by low to high, so we know that this pair went with shipping for more than the one below it, or the one above it, which was $59, $60. So these are actually a little bit higher price than I thought. And then another pair that also sold for $65 pre-owned. So these must be a relatively newer model. So that's better than I was thinking. When I quickly looked up, I just looked up Brooks Cascadia, and there's lots of different, Cascadia has ones, 2, 3, 8. I don't know what the most recent model is, but anyway. So going back to what's active, I like to price mine, fairly decent. I don't always try to get the absolute most I can get out of shoes. So looking at what those other ones sold for, I'm probably going to price mine at $49.99. So that's what we're going to go for. Another thing that I do is I will go back to the completed, and this is just a way. If you guys aren't sure how you want to title stuff, this is a kind of an easy hack, and this is what I do. I will hold and press the title and copy link text, and I will just use their title and then adjust it as I need to, and that saves me the time of having to figure out what I'm going to word mine as. So this pictures are done uploading, but we're going to quickly go in here and change this. Actually, I'll start with the description, because then I'll show you why. Because what it actually pastes over is going to be some extra stuff that you'll have to delete. So I will highlight my description from the past one, and then I will paste on top of that. And then you can see that it brings in the pre-owned, the pricing and everything. So I will just back that off to there. Mine are size 12.5, so I'll change that price there. And then there's some extra stuff here at the start. I'll back that out too. And then I usually, so the last one I had, I put these were in good use condition, which is for me is an indication that they weren't in great condition. But these ones that I have are in I would say great condition. I mean, there's really nothing wrong with them. There's no significant wear in any spots on the soles or anything. So anyway, I'm just going to put they're in great condition. So this is all I put for my description. I have these generic things that you can see here below. Please see my store for more great items, and then a word or two about shipping and global shipping. But I basically just copy and paste the title into my description, and then for shoes, that's about all I do. I put in a comment about the condition. So I put in great, good, excellent if they're like new, and I usually try to go a little bit lower than what they are. So if they're in great condition, I'll usually put good. If they're in excellent condition, I'll put great, etc. But anyway, I will copy this here. This is going to end up being my title. I'll go back, scroll back up to here, and paste that in there, and that's it. I'm done with the title. Now once you have your title in, the one I'm selling similar from was women's, but this one is men's. Men's is in the title, so that'll bring up what I will want to do now is change the category to men's. So I will change it to athletic shoes men's. I will go into the item specifics here. I don't know, what color would you say these are? Main color, they're kind of black, gray, and blue, so I think I'm just gonna put gray for the color. Size is 12.5. Model, just type that in real quick, Cascadia 8. And I don't usually put in shoe width. They can see that on the tag if they really want to know that. I usually don't do much else here. I mean, that's probably good enough. Sometimes it'll say what kind of shoes it, Anyway, that's all I'm going to do for these. So I'll go back to the pictures here. Now I'm going to just kind of crop. Interesting that there's now the remove background. That's the first time I've seen that. It wasn't on there yesterday. So you can white that. I'm not going to try that right now because my backgrounds are good enough for now. But I will definitely experiment with that today. So I'll just crop that, save it, go to the next picture, crop and center, and apply and save. Next one. I feel like the editing tool for pictures to me is really quite easy. I mean, it takes me not very long at all. And I'm kind of excited about that white background. I think that thing might be nice too, especially for those of you who don't have as good of a photo setup or whatever, and you're just starting out or whatever. Anyway, I finished cropping out these pictures and saving them. Oops, went out. Didn't mean to. I just basically try to have some white space around all of it, but definitely want to crop out my hand there. So that's what you're going to see. And then go back, and there's not much else left here. So I've got the title done, I've got the pictures done, I got the specifics done, it's got the category, I've got the description in there, that leaves the price and shipping. These are going to be more than £1, so I'll probably just add that in there. It doesn't have to be exact because I do free shipping, and I'm just going to do it. It's not going to be first class, it's going to be priority, so I'll change that. And then down here below, you might want to look at this. This has your preferences. I am now doing buyer pays return shipping. I do 30-day shipping, or 30-day returns, and buyer pays return shipping. I do 1-day business handling. I always require immediate pay, so that's where you'd select it on here too. And that's really all there is to it. And then price. So I don't do auctions. The auctions would be here if you wanted to do that. buy it now with more options. I don't do offers, although people still make offers. I don't have it selected there, so I don't do that here. But I will go ahead and change this price to $49.99. If you had more than one quantity, you could change it there. And so that's about it. So again, we got title, pictures, item specifics, put as many as you want in there. I don't know why this says theme rock. I'm going to go back in here and take that out. I don't know where that came from. And sometimes the app's a little bit funny. When you take things out, they'll show right back up unless you change it to something else. So just keep a head out for that. And then that's it. You can see your fees that you would incur. I'm at a 10-cent fee because I'm over my 1,000 listings for the month. It's the end of February. Tomorrow is the 29th, the leap day or whatever. But I've been over for a few days now of my listings I've been doing for the past couple of days have been 10 cents each. That's it. So you hit list your item, and you are done. As it loads, so you hit done. That takes you back to where you were. And then if you have another one, you can do the same thing, search. So anyway, that's pretty much how you do the app and how I do my research, and it doesn't really take that much time. Sometimes it will take more time to do the research, depending on what it is. Sometimes it'll take more time for the description as well. Like if you're doing clothing, you might want to talk about some of the features of the clothing, or I definitely do provide measurements and stuff like that. But same thing for that, I'll find like a similar item. So if I'm doing let's just say I'm doing a shirt, I will find a shirt, and then I will just go in there and, it'll have all the measurements there. I'll just go in there and edit the measurements for that. And when I'm doing pictures for something that has measurements, I will take pictures of each measurement too, in the same order, kind of similar to I do to shoes, so that I can just go to my gallery in my phone and see what the measurements are without having to handle the product, the item or the shirt or whatever it is while I'm doing the listing. If that makes sense. So anyway, that's the listing on the phone. So hopefully you can that clears things up for what it looks like to list on the app. All right, thanks guys. Okay, so that was my video or my tutorial of how to list on the app. I showed you how to take my pictures. I showed you how I upload the pictures to the app and how I do my research. Hopefully that clears things up. Hopefully if you want to give it a try on the app, you can give it a try. Personally, I love doing it on the app. Like I said, I can list from anywhere. Once my pictures are done, I don't have to be stuck at my laptop or my desk or wherever. I can do it from anywhere, at any time, any place when I have a free few minutes. And I think something that going forward is really going to help me get my listings up. I'm going to be focusing on getting a lot of pictures taken and having those pictures on my phone, so that when I have pockets of time here or there, I can put up 2 or 3 listings here or there during the day or whatever. So if you have any questions or comments, leave them below. I'll be sure and get back to you. And if you want to reach out to me on Instagram, if you have more than one question, you could reach out to me there. I don't mind answering a question or two there. Otherwise, I might direct you to a video or to somewhere else for further, more in-depth help or whatever. I do have the guide available, and I do have that spreadsheet available if you need to start tracking your numbers and stuff like that. But anyway, yeah, thanks for watching. Hopefully that was helpful to you guys. Hopefully it was useful for you if you haven't ventured into trying the app. I'm pretty excited about that white background or erasing the background feature in the app that just came out. So that might be really useful. That might be reason enough to try using the app just in itself. So I'm going to have to play around with that this weekend and see how well it works. Anyway, yeah, so if you have questions, comments, leave them below. Like, comment, share, subscribe would really help me out, so I know that if you guys want me to keep making these videos. It's Friday. Hopefully you guys have a great weekend. I'm going to go play some tennis in a tennis tournament, and I'm going to try to get some listings up somewhere in between during the weekend, and be ready on Monday again to start doing what I love again, right, for the other week. So anyway, get listing, try that app if you want, and hope you guys have a good weekend. See you.